Welcoming you in live to the broadcast at Dr. Deering Stadium. My name is Owen Tambor. We're getting you ready for senior night here for the Falcons as they'll take on the Marblehead Magicians. Danvers coming off a win last time against Peabody on the road, coming in now for their final home game this season. Trying to get that home field advantage in the playoffs.
Won the toss, deferred the kickoff.
And Danvers will be starting with the ball, so looking to get some early momentum here against the Magicians.
I got to run a camera over there, so I'm going to have you come.
Danvers is going to start with the ball, look to get some early momentum here on senior night. First football game of November. Coming off a win last week against Peabody. Looking to make some momentum here.
Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. And at this time, we ask you all to please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem performed by the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band.
Welcome to this November edition of Danvers Falcons football. My name is Parker Hemingway. Solo broadcast for the first part as we had some technical difficulties to start the stream, but I'm ready to roll here. As Danvers will start with the ball. Looking to make the Magicians roll. Sorry, the Danvers Falcons roll. Danvers coming off a 27-22 win last week against Peabody thanks to Owen Shambar's kick return, and also 3 other touchdowns from Shambar as he got most of the attention in that Peabody win. Let's see what's going to happen here tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Grab your Halloween candy, sit back, relax, and watch some Danvers High School football, Falcon football. Back deep for the Falcons is none other than number 25, Owen Shambar, looking to get this off and rolling quickly for the Falcons. As we are underway here from Dr. Deering Stadium as it'll go back out of the back of the end zone, and Denver will start.
It goes out of the back of the end zone. Touchback.
They'll start at their own 25-yard line here. It is senior night, so last game at home for these seniors, looking to make a big impression here as they head into the last game of the season. Denver starting in the normal pistol run formation that they normally end up in. Shambar gets the run, goes nowhere. 2nd and 10.
Owen Shambar on the carry. It's a gain of 3.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Gain of 3. The way they normally start off these games with a Shambar run. Excited to see how they come out fresh off that exciting win last week against Peabody. Looking to build some momentum as they head towards the playoffs, already having the 15th seed locked up. Pitch play to Albano. In a minimal gain there.
It's a gain of a yard.
Gain of a yard. Make it 3rd and 6. Early test here in their own side of the field for the Falcons. Let's see what they come up with here. Under center is number 7, sophomore Nate Wise. So look to see how he commands this offense early for the Falcons. Wise back to pass. Looking for number 25, Shambar, just out of the reach. And it looks like it'd be an early 3-0 here for Danvers.
Down 6. Cameron Quigley back to receive the punt.
They'll send out their punter here, looking to get a good punt to flip on defense. Not. Magicians get the benefit of the bounce there as it bounces a little bit more forward. Magicians will start with the ball. On the 39, defense was strong last week, looking to continue that, where they'll need to stop this high-powered deep offense of the Magicians. Correction on the 40, as the Magicians have not lost since September 13th. Number 10 in motion for Peabody, a quarterback sneak, a draw, and it's blown up. Colt Walls there got the gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Stopped by a combined with George DeBoy and Jack Houston on that play. Interesting call to start the game there from the Magicians, but you got to feel them out, you know. Magicians back to pass, and it's complete to number 11. To number 14, Sam Thompson.
Pass complete to number 14, Sam Thompson.
Colt Walls on the completion. Gain of 11. That's a first down for the Magicians.
10 on the Danvers 27.
They're at the 27-yard line as they started this with good field position. Nice. He looked comfortable in that throw. Dropped back nicely and fired a strike. And a run play by number 18. He breaks free, and it is an early Magicians touchdown. 27-yard rushing touchdown. Magicians 7, Danvers Falcons 0, with 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first half. Danvers look a little tired. You got to wake up, but we'll see what they can do on offense. Number 36 lines up for the kick here. And it is right through 7-0 Magicians.
First quarter, Marblehead 7, Danvers 0. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening,
Magicians look to move down the field there with some power, not really being stopped by the Danvers Falcons. We'll see how they adjust their defense.
hold at halftime, so please make sure you find a representative to buy your 50-50 raffles. Also, the football boosters have the merchandise table at the end of the stadium. They would like to thank their booster sponsors, Northeast Technologies, for any home services, Reed and Sullivan Mechanical.
And I'd like to welcome my second broadcast partner here, Owen Tambor. Owen, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. I had to, volleyball's happening at the same time and running back and forth here, but I'm back, ready to broadcast. I don't know what I missed, honestly.
Oh, you missed a 26-yard rushing touchdown by the Magicians.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for letting me know. I'm here now, sitting, and I'm going to check that everything's going well because I had to check on the other stuff. So, back in the booth now. 9:10 remaining in the first quarter. If you're just tuning in on YouTube, this one's going to go over the head of Shanbar and back of the end zone, touchback, first and 10.
Nate Wise under center, flips to Albano, and charges forward for a good chunk of yards there on the first down carry.
Gain of 6.
Gain of 6, second and 4 for the Falcons.
I want to apologize if there's any wind. It's quite a windy day right now in the booth. Might have to close the window just a tad so I can even hear myself think. There we go. I think that will sound a lot better. You can still see out the window here. Back in the booth now. Second and 4 coming up for the Falcons. And Parker, you told me they have clinched a playoff spot.
Yes.
But this would help them get it at home,
This would help
correct?
them get it at home. And Shanbar, good
Nice
gain
one
there from Shanbar.
Yeah, and he's really been the catalyst all season long. I mean, you told me last week scored 4 touchdowns against Peabody on the road.
4 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then Peabody wanted to tie it up, but Owen Shanbar, touchdown, 2 minutes left, kick return, 99-yard touchdown to win the game, 27-22.
Yeah, so this is definitely a big game. Undefeated at home, I believe, or no, they lost 1 game at home to Tewksbury this year.
Correct.
Maybe 1 or 2. I think, yeah, just 1 game. So this is a big game. Bring them to a 500 record, possibly have home field advantage depending on where they're seated. The brackets come out in just a couple days for football. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff here. Shanbar looking for blockers. Might get just a couple on that one. Out of bounds right around the 50-yard line.
Couldn't really find an opening there. You know, he kind of held out to the side, but couldn't find anything.
Yeah, good run there, though. You know, he had to just take what he had. He had blockers in front of him, but looks like the Magicians were ready for that one on the outside. Just a 3-yard gain. And this is a Magicians team that's played well all year. They started off their schedule against 2 difficult opponents. Ever since then, they've won 5 straight. Right now, sitting at 5-2, I believe,
And
looking for their 6th win.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they only lost their first 2 games. Their last loss was on September 13th against Masco.
Yeah, so they're definitely playing well and looking for a win right here. Nate Wise, quarterback keeper right there. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
Gain of 5. 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 here for the Falcons. Let's see what they dial up here. Looking to get that early score from the Magicians and keep it tied, or get it tied.
So early 3rd and 2 here for the Falcons, looking to continue this drive right around midfield. Shanbar to the left of Nate Wise in the huddle. Looks like might have been an offsides there on the Falcons. Looks like they jumped early.
That was pretty noticeable from up here.
Yeah, that one was fairly obvious. Looked like 2 guys jumped way too early there, and that's going to be a 3rd and 7 now, 5 yards back.
3rd and 7.
Falcons line up in their old trusty formation that they line up majority of the time.
It's going to be a little bit of a jet sweep here. He's got plenty of room. That's going to be a 1st down, but the ball comes out. We'll see if they call him down.
Albano on the carry.
Michael Albano got those good yards.
Yeah, and the ball came out after his knee hit the ground. So that's going to be a 1st down there. Good thing his knee got down, because that ball came flying out. It would have been recovered by the Magicians. It's going to be a 1st down, however, for the Falcons.
Definitely got the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, continuing the drive here. Good jet sweep, nice blocking all around the outside. Allowed him to get to the outside and get that 1st down for the Falcons. Nate Wise under center. It's going to be another handoff here.
Shambar dragging a couple of defenders as he goes down.
Yeah, and this is the offense we've seen all year from the Falcons, for good and for bad. It's worked and it hasn't all year. Right now looking good, chipping away, now into enemy territory of the Magicians, 2nd and 6.
It either works or it doesn't. It's very obvious.
Second and 7 now, 5 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Going to be a keeper from Nate Wise. That one maybe going for just a yard. It's going to bring up another 3rd down. Going to need to convert another 3rd down on this drive to continue the drive.
3rd down, 6.
3rd and 6. Would you expect Nate Wise to pass here? He had a pass earlier, but just out of the reach of Shambar on the 1st drive.
I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, on the last 3rd down, even after the penalty, they still kept it on the ground. Not quite a traditional running play. It was a jet sweep all the way to the outside that got the 1st down. So we'll see if they decide to go with the pass here. It's really hard to tell with this offense. Like to run it a lot. Every once in a while, they'll mix up a pass. Nate Wise under center. It's going to be a little bit of a handoff. Looks like Shambar lost it. We'll see who recovers it out of the pile. I think Marblehead's going to recover this one. Looks like they do. Looks like that ball was whipped into Shambar's chest. He couldn't hold on to it. That's going to be a turnover on not on downs. It's going to be a turnover fumble from Shambar. Magicians will take over, already leading 7-0 in the 1st.
1st and 10 from their own.
The Danvers looked good early in the drive, but a couple miscues from the fumble of that. But they got the benefit on that one. But 2 fumbles in a row, you can't win like that.
No, yeah, and I probably missed the 1st fumble running a battery to the volleyball game, but yeah, 2 turnovers early on isn't going to help you win this game at home. So defense is going to want to come up big here and keep this where it is. Looks like it's going to be a throw, a little bit of a screen pass to the outside. Stays on his feet. Nice play there. That was Kiernan Moss there on the reception. He broke 1 tackle and made his way for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 13. and a Magician first down.
First down after that passing play. This time going to be a handoff right up the middle. Plenty of room this time. Another solid gain for the Magicians, now into Danvers territory.
Carry number 33, Brady Salvase.
Brady Salvase on the carry there.
2nd and 1.
We'll have time to update the scoreboard here now. Didn't have time before. Do it right now for you.
Number 16 in motion for the Magicians, but it's a handoff.
Salvase on the carry.
I'm going to give him the first on that. He barely scratched his arm across the marker there. And that's going to reset the downs for the Magicians. And the Magicians got to be feeling confident right now, forcing turnovers early in this one. They've scored already in this game. And right now, all the way in Danvers territory, after a couple of plays, Danvers needs a big stop here. 16 goes in motion. It's going to be a little flip jet sweep to 16 this time. Another solid gain.
That's the exact play they scored the touchdown on early, that little jet fleet to number 16.
Yeah, it's Kieran Moss again, I believe. He had the pass earlier on the side, which he broke out, broke one man with the stiff arm. Right there, he gets the jet sweep, gets another solid gain. These 6-yard, 5-yard gains are going to do the Magicians wonders as they drive down the field here. Still in the first quarter if you're just tuning in as well. We'll see if someone on the Falcons side of the ball can make a big play on defense, maybe force a turnover of their own. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. There we go. There's a nice tackle from the Falcons. Should bring up about a 3rd and 1 maybe. See what the spot is. It is going to be a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 from the 36.
The gain of 3. Bring it up 3rd
And I think the Falcons can expect a run here. I think Magicians, they've had definitely a lot of good runs on this drive. That time, that run they had didn't go for a lot of yards. But if they just need to get that 1 yard here, continue this drive, feeling good about where they are on this side of the field.
They moved the ball with some good pressure during this drive, nice and easily down the field. So let's see.
And it's going to be a handoff. See if they can get him down. His knee might have hit.
I think he's down.
Yeah, we'll see where it's marked. Looks like he just got hit enough where his knee hit the turf. And we'll see what the spot is from the referee.
Yandel Garcia with that carry.
Yeah, and a good tackle there. I couldn't quite see who made that tackle, but he got just enough of a hit on the lower part of his body to bring up a 4th down. And I'd expect the Magicians to go for this.
4th and inches, definitely expect him to go for it.
Yes, yeah, really no reason not to, especially in any level of football analytically now. In enemy territory, it just makes a ton of sense to go for this.
Especially with the insecurity of high school kicking.
Absolutely. I think it just makes a ton of sense here. We'll see if the Falcons can stuff that box and get the ball back. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. He's got it.
And it looks like he got it.
Yeah, even if you're expecting that there, it's hard to stop. And he gets more than enough for the first down to continue the drive, as this first quarter is already winding down now.
Enough for another Magician first down.
As the Magicians start with a brand new 1st and 10 after picking up that 4th and inches.
30 seconds now in counting in this first quarter. Magicians driving. It's going to be a quarterback keeper this time. He's got plenty of room. He stiff arms a man. Goes to the outside. We've got a flag. We'll see if this is coming back. It might be a hold on the O-line. We'll find out in just a moment.
Cole Weiss on that keeper.
Yeah, Cole White's there with a little read option play with his running back. Made it out pretty far, but I believe this one's coming back. Yeah, it's going to be holding, the referee says. Unfortunately, the referees are not mic'd up for us, so I can't quite see who does each holding call. Nonetheless, going to be a holding. This is going to go backwards. And that big gain will be negated.
It's holding against the Magicians. Repeating first down. Spot fouls. 1st and 16.
1st and 16. Let's see if that changes the momentum here for the Falcons. That's, I think, their first minus play. So let's see what they can do.
Magician's going to let this one run to the end of the first quarter. If you're tuning in right now, 7-0 Magicians. And when we come right back, they'll have the ball on a 1st and 16. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good football game rest of the night here.
The Legends Club of Danvers is running the snack bar. They have pizza, hot dogs, cups of soup, coffee, hot cocoa, popcorn, all kinds of candy and other drinks. The Legends Club would like to thank their sponsors, Danvers Pizza, Danvers Butchery, and the Cookie Monster. So if you want a cookie from the Cookie Monster, head on down. Also, make sure you find a representative from the DPAC, the Danvers Performing Arts Collaborative, and get into tonight's 50-50 raffle, which will be drawn at halftime.
Coming back now, quick first quarter break. 1st and 16 coming out of the break for the Magicians after the holding call brought them back. We'll see what they have drawn up coming out of the first quarter break. Falcons needing a big stop here, down 7-0. They want this ball back. It's going to be a throw now. He drops back. It's going to be a little screen to the outside. Good strong tackle from Shanbar. Grabbed him right around the hips, pulled him down. That's going to be a short gain.
Caught by number 6, Ryan Golden, but tackled quickly by Shambar.
Yeah, good play from Shambar there. He read the screen on the outside, broke away from the defenders trying to block him, and he tackled him for just a short gain. Yeah, just a 3-yard gain on that play. Good recognition by the defense. We'll see if Colt Wales decides to throw it on this one on a 2nd and 13. Looks like he's going to. It's the same exact play to the outside.
Number 6.
And we've got a flag on the play, I believe, was thrown out.
Golden. Flag on the field.
Looks like the original stop by number 2, Michael Albano.
Yeah, it's going to be holding again there. When you run so many screen passes like that, it's inevitable you're going to get some holding calls when you're trying to keep your ground, trying to open up spots for the receiver who's trying to get up the field. And that's the second holding call in this drive. It's going to bring them back even further.
Danvers has got the benefit of those last couple penalties to see if they can capitalize on them.
Yeah, they couldn't get the stop on that 4th and inches earlier. Right now, though, they have the momentum coming out of the quarter on this drive in specific. Referee still giving calls here.
It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Brings up 2nd down and 22.
So now 2nd down and 22. So a long way for the Magicians to get back into a manageable 3rd down or a 4th down in this drive. Expect the Falcons to be in a pass defense here.
As they drop a couple of their safety/linebackers deep so that they don't give up the big chunk play.
Yeah, only 3 men lined up across the O-line right now. A lot of men back in coverage. They're expecting a pass. It's actually going to be a handoff here. Still good defense, however, from the Falcons.
And a good tackle there. Tough to see who tackled them when they go into that big crowd down there.
Yeah, and we've got the sideline, too, blocking part of our vision. But even though they were kind of in a pass defense there, they managed to get back to the ball in plenty of time, make that tackle. Now a 3rd and 16 for the Magicians. We'll see how aggressive they decide to play with the lead right now. Falcons, at the very least, want to force a punt right here, get this ball back.
And it looks like they're going to line up in their similar formation with 3 guys rushing the passer and the rest back deep.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart play because even if they decide to run the ball, you should be able to wrap him up before he gets to a first down. And if they pass it, you're in that defense that's ready for it. Big play coming up here. Falcons need this ball back. It's going to be a throw. He's looking to the outside. He throws it. Does he get both feet down? It looks like he does.
Pass complete number 6.
Beautiful throw and catch there.
Number six, Ryan Golden on that catch.
Yeah, really good throw from Cole Wales there. Ryan Golden secured that ball, toe tapped both feet in.
Only need one.
Yeah, I know you only need one, but it's nice that he got both feet in there just to be safe. Really nice catch on the sidelines. That's going to continue the drive for the Magicians on the 16-yard line.
And that's Danvers thought they had him wrapped up behind with all those yards behind, but the Magicians pulled up a magical play to convert that.
Yeah, that was a really nice throw there. It's going to be a quarterback keeper now. It's going to be a little bit of a triple option, however.
Nice tackle. Look at his tackle by number 19, Hunter DiDominicus.
Yeah, he was there with a couple other defenders, wrapped him up. So now Danvers really got to dig in. Probably a little frustrated they couldn't stop that 3rd and 16 after a really nice play from the Magicians on the outside. Now they're going to have to dig in on a 2nd and 7 and try to force the Magicians into a 4th down situation. This defense has been on the field for quite a long time now. Going to be a handoff. Looks like he's got plenty of room. He's close to the touchdown. A couple yards short.
A couple of Danvers guys down there at the end of the play, so hopefully they're all right.
Yeah, and that was Yandel Garcia with the carry up the middle.
Official timeout.
Can't quite see who's down from here. So it looks like that was Nicholas Zaris there, number 10. He's down for a little while, coming off the field now under his own power. Hope to see him back in the game. Hope he's all right.
That's what you want to see, them be able to get off their own power, but hopefully he's all right.
So after that now, the clock will resume. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line for the Magicians, trying to punch this one in and take a 2-possession lead.
Looks like the Danvers Falcons stacked the box, expecting a run here. And
that's going to be a touchdown. Number 1, Yandel Garcia gets the halfback outside zone carry there, takes it in. Magicians have a 13-0 lead in this football game, looking for 14 after the extra point. And they cap off a really long drive there, filled with a couple 4th downs, long 3rd downs, and they complete the drive now.
That's tough when you're a defense to be out there for such a long time. You know, with all those runs, it gets tiring out there.
Yeah, and it took a while for the offense to finish that drive, but they're going to finish it off with 6. We'll see if 7 points in just a moment. This one's up. Looks like it's right through the uprights. Magicians with a 14-0 lead in this football game. 8:38 remaining in the 2nd quarter. We hope you're tuning in on DCAT on cable or on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for any Danvers,
got about 100 viewers right now.
Make your way to the football boosters table right next to
This is
the
a big
snack bar.
drive now for the offense. They have not played well in this game so far. After scoring 27 points last week against Peabody, right now sitting at 0
Please make sure
through
you
a
head
quarter and
over
about a
that
half.
way.
They're going to need to get something going,
Great
Parker.
stuff
They got to
going
look to
there.
get something going. They've looked a little shaky, not being able to string a good amount of plays, but you don't want to go down 21 in the first quarter. You got to get something going.
Yeah, and they got to limit the turnovers. They had a drive where they made it into the Magician territory, but then Shanbar, they're relying so much. You know, it's expected every once in a while he's going to fumble, and he happened to on that drive. So they're going to have to focus on ball security on this drive. Going to need to at least get some points on the board any way you can. Down 14-0.
And he's been pretty solid with the fumbles this year. He has not had a lot. He's been pretty solid.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll see if they mix up, you know, the people they're giving the ball to on this drive. Find any way to get down the field and cut this lead in half. Shanbar waiting for the kick. This one's going to be a little bit of a squib kick. Fielded safely.
Straight down. No return.
Yeah, safe, smart play there.
Michael Albano actually returned that one, or corralled it, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he made the safe play there, not trying to, you know, pick up the ball, fumble with it, especially with the 2 turnovers. Fall down there, let your offense try to work their way down the field. So much time in this second quarter, so much time in this football game. They want to string together some solid plays. We'll see if they decide to mix in the pass as well. They haven't done a lot of it. We'll see if they're going to let Nate Wise sling the rock. This time he's going to hand it to Shanbar. Shanbar looking for room. Maybe got just a couple.
Gain of 3, second down 7.
Little 3-yard gain there.
So 2nd and 7 now after that short run from Shanbar. Nate Wise right under center. He's going to do a little bit of a quarterback keeper, I think. It's hard to tell from up here. It's actually kept by Albano, I believe.
Albano on the carry.
And he's going to get a first down.
Nice play there from the Falcons to convert that 2nd down. Got a little confused up here. We thought it was a quarterback keeper.
Yeah, it was a nicely executed play there. Usually that motion means Nate Wise is keeping it. This time Albano held onto the ball there, gets that first down. 7:33 and counting now. Falcons with the football. Nate Wise right under center. He gets the snap. Hand off to Shanbar. Not a lot of room up the middle. And he's wrapped up.
Gets a minuscule gain, not enough space to really break anything.
Yeah, and honestly, the Magicians are going to be fine with those type of plays here. They have that 14-0 lead. And they're okay with these short plays. Just want to tire out the Danvers offense, forcing them to keep running that ball up the middle and get the ball back. Nate Wise under center. Still going to be a handoff.
Looks like a double pitch play there as Shanbar was on the outside, handed it off.
Yeah, Nate Wise to Shanbar, and then Shanbar flipped it off to another man. It's going to bring up 3rd down now.
Get 2 on the carry.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
And we'll see if they finally let Nate Wise pass. It's felt like forever. This could be a good time to bring out a pass play. You've been running it so often, they're probably expecting you to do a similar run play. We'll see what they do on this big 3rd down. Danvers wants to continue this drive. Nate Wise right under center. Shanbar in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Shanbar. Looks like he's got plenty of room on the outside. He cuts. I believe he's got the first down.
He's got the first.
That's a gain of 6. Good enough for Danvers. First down.
Shanbar reading the field nicely there, finding his blockers, and then just taking one last leap.
Shanbar got what needed there, gain of 6. Continued to drive for the Falcons as they look to string together some points. They definitely need it.
Yeah, so good play there. Getting Shanbar out in space. That's where he's the best and most dangerous on offense. First down, right around midfield now. Trying to make their way into Magician territory and get some points on the board. Looks like Nate Wise still going to hand it off. Albano's got room.
Albano on the carry.
He makes his way for a solid gain of about 8 yards into Magician territory.
That's a solid play. You gotta keep the downs as easy as possible, and 2nd and 2, that's manageable.
Yeah, and this is the way Danvers plays the game on offense. They like to grind you down, wear you down, keep running it down your throat, and not let you get off the field as a defense. As this game continues to tick by, already almost at halftime, if you believe it or not, 4:45 and counting. Danvers with the football.
As Magicians received the ball at half, as they deferred the coin toss.
Nate Wise going to throw it this time. He's going deep. That's PI. Wow.
Wise's pass intended for Shambar.
Looking for Shambar. He had him for a second, but it looks a little bit of contact there.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
The fans getting a little rowdy after that call from the ref there.
Yeah, and I have to agree with him there. It looked like he got bumped into far before the ball was even near him. They might have deemed it maybe, uncatchable, possibly out of his reach, but could have gone either way.
Tough break for the Falcons there.
Yeah, still a 3rd and 1. So they're going to have to get the first down now. They might have pulled him to the first down. We'll see what they call it. He might have swung him around and actually brought him to the first down marker.
That's where he wrapped him up, but that's not where he landed.
That's rough spot there for the Falcons. I thought he maybe reached his arm forward on that. So going to be a 4th down now. Falcons going to go for this. It makes sense for them.
4th and 1. They need this here.
Shambar,
And he got it.
Yeah, got it.
And
much more.
Fighting his way down. Did not go down easily.
Yeah, so after a couple of calls that didn't go their way, Danvers buckles in. They get the first down. Continue this drive.
Maybe a little bit of anger there from Shambar as he carries those couple of defenders on his way down.
Yeah, good running there. Shambar, we're going to call his name as we have all year long, as this clock continues to move. First down. Nate Wise, right under center. It's going to be a double pitch. Shambar now.
Shambar on the inside carry.
Shambar on the carry. Gain of 2, 2nd down, 8.
Sitting at 108 viewers on YouTube right now. 250 viewers in total throughout the night. If you're tuning in right now, you're watching Danvers with their best drive of the game right now, hoping to cap it off to end this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 8. 2 men to the left.
Albano in motion. And a
Keeper from Wise. Solid gain there. Still going to bring up a 3rd down now. But I think it's going to be 4 down territory as we've got a man down on the field.
As we tick down towards 2 minutes, Danvers has got to get some points up as the Magicians receive the ball at halftime.
Looks like we've got an injury here. We'll be right back. Accidentally played a sound effect there, but looks like that was number 65.
Mason Ellsworth.
Mason Ellsworth, lineman there. He was down for a little while, but just like Albano earlier, back up on his feet, heading to the sideline. We hope he's okay. That's a big 3rd down now coming for the Falcons out of that injury.
Gain of 2, 3rd down, 6.
3rd down and 6, definitely 4 down territory. So you play this like you got 2 downs.
Yeah, I agree. They really could go choose any play they want from this. They're not really in field goal range at the high school level. Doesn't make sense for them to punt it, really. I think it's 4-down territory, down 14-0. Nate Wise right underneath his center. It's going to be a keeper, almost dropped. Held
he hurdled him.
Albano with the hurdle. He might be just a yard or two short. That was dangerous right there. Albano had the ball flipped right at his knees. He managed to corral it, bring it up his legs, kind of back up to his chest. It's going to bring up a 4th down now. And Danvers is staying on the field as we expected.
Definitely. I mean, what a play there. Difficult play. He almost fumbled it, hurdled the guy, converted for some positive yardage.
Yeah, so this is definitely the biggest play right now in this game for the Falcons. 4th and inches. We'll see what they have drawn up.
And if I was the Magicians, I'd be expecting a run. I mean, who wouldn't on 4th and inches, no matter what team you are?
Yeah, I agree. They're going to stack the box here. Looks like the Magicians have about 6 men ready. It's going to be a handoff to Shanbar. He's got it.
And he's got it. And a good amount more as they set themselves up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and this clock ticking right now.
12, getting up to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Falcons.
Oh, 1st and 10, my bad. 15-yard line.
No, you're all right. This is a good drive here from the Falcons. They just need to cap it off now with a touchdown.
And this
128 and going.
This would be some key momentum going into the second half, knowing you had your best drive of the first half.
Yeah, definitely still like a winnable game. They had a couple drives where they turned the ball over. Right now, they got to hold on to it. Albano with the jet sweep. He's going to the side. He's in. Touchdown. Michael Albano. He gets the jet sweep. Takes it to the outside. Touchdown. Falcons to cut into the lead and cap off that drive.
That was really important there for Danvers to get in. And Albano, who was like the leader on that drive, capped it off.
Yeah, nice play there. He had a couple of jet sweeps earlier, Albano. That time, he takes it, follows his blockers nicely, makes his way easily into the end zone. Good drive from the Falcons. Still 1:10 remaining. We'll see how aggressive the Magicians will play. Here comes the extra point. It's up. It's good. Connor Ackerman.
And that was a key drive, put the pressure on the Magicians going into half and show your team you're in it.
Yeah, and like I was saying, we'll see how aggressive the Magicians decide to play here. They have all 3 timeouts, still a minute 10 seconds remaining. We'll see if they want to get more score going into half, even with the ball back, or if they decide to play conservative. We'll find out in just a moment.
You did see from the quarterback there, he had the arm strength if they want to push the ball down the field from that 3rd down and 22.
It feels like for the first time it wasn't Shanbar scoring a touchdown, calling it in the booth. Someone else. Even though Shanbar was really, obviously the biggest part of that drive, had the 4th down conversion there to get them into a scoring position. This time, however, Connor Ackerman finishes off. Michael Albano finishes off the drive. Connor Ackerman gets the extra point.
And if I'm correct, I'm not sure about the road, but I'm pretty sure that's Michael Albano's first touchdown of the season at home.
Well, a good time to get it in such a big game that's critical for playoff positioning in the D5 playoffs, which brackets will be released on the MIAA website in just a couple days.
Danvers looks to get the best seeding possible.
Comes the kick here. It's going to be short kick here right near the 25-yard line. He stumbles.
Looks like he slipped.
Still going. Going to be wrapped up shy of the 40-yard line.
Kick return by number 18, Monaco. Magicians will start 1st and 10.
Number 18, Crew Monaco on the return there for the Magicians. I'm curious what the Magicians will do with 1 minute and 5 seconds left until half as they receive the ball starting the second half.
Yeah, we'll see how aggressive their head coach decides to play here. Having a lead and going into half where you'll get the football back in the 3rd quarter, we'll see what they decide to do here on this 1st down with solid field position, all things considered, on the 37-yard line. Looks like Finn Gallup now at quarterback. He's going to take it. They're going to throw the ball. Finn looking for options. He steps up. He's looking still. Looks like he's just going to run and get out of bounds.
Danvers, good coverage on the field. You saw him drop back to pass, nothing open there, so he had to scramble and improvise.
Yeah, he decided to just keep the ball, not try to force something downfield. 2nd down and 6. Clock is stopped. So based on that first play, it looks like they're maybe going to try to get it in at the very least field goal range. Especially if they're dropping back to pass like that. He was looking for some deep options. He just had nothing open. Empty backfield now for Finn Gallup at quarterback.
They bring 3 on the pressure.
He's going to keep the ball here. He's running up the middle. He's got room. He goes to the outside. Smart play there.
And he's out of bounds. Number 12. Finn Gallup on the keep. Good gain there for the Magicians.
Yeah, and these 2 running plays from the quarterback, looks like that one was a little more designed than the first. Have only taken off about 10 seconds or even less on the clock. So the Magicians playing their time nicely here. Still with all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to at least get a field goal, maybe even a touchdown if they play this correctly.
From the 44-yard line of the Falcons, they're into their territory.
It's going to be a throw again. He's looking. He's got a man to the outside. It's going to be a little bit of a screen pass. Danvers was ready for that one.
Good tackle there from Danvers.
Pass complete to Thompson. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
As the raffle tickets are being up here, remember what happened last time? No one claimed that raffle ticket.
That's right. No one did claim it. So see if someone actually decides to claim their money tonight. First timeout called by the Falcons. Just trying to get their defense settled. They just want to keep this score where it is, or at least force a field goal attempt from the Magicians. Critical time right now for the Falcons, knowing they don't get that ball to start the second half.
Also trying to rest up their defense here for what could be a very important extra points for the Magicians going into half.
So 44 seconds now as this timeout comes to a close. Both teams coming back onto the field now, 2nd and 5. Finn Gallup looking, he's looking, might have to run again. He's going to the outside now. He finds a man on the outside, and he's wrapped up. Maybe a yard short. It looks like he may have got the first down. Believe he is.
Looked like a tackle by number 9, George DeBoula there.
1st and 10 on the
And correct me if I'm wrong, they did switch quarterbacks. Finn Gallup now, he's throwing it to the outside.
He
This
had a
one's no
man.
good. He did have a man open.
Originally it was Colt Wills in at quarterback. Now they got number 12, Drew Goldman.
10 on the 30.
No, Finn Gallup.
Sorry, Finn
no,
Gallup.
you're good. Don't
yeah.
worry. Finn Gallup coming in. So I wonder if maybe the Colt got hurt or something. I'm not quite sure.
He's the new guys look solid so far. Couple runs, drop back to pass. He's looked comfortable.
Yeah, he just had that one missed pass there, but with 2 timeouts remaining, clock stopped. They still have plenty of time to get into field goal range or more. 4 men out wide at receiver for the Magicians. Finn Gallup drops back in the pocket. He's looking for a man. He runs to the outside. He doesn't have anything. He throws it deep now. He's got someone. Beautiful toe tap catch on the sideline. He dotted that one right in.
And if I wonder if, looking at the rosters, Colt Weiss is the senior, so I wonder if they're just giving up some time as on senior night, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure, but Kiernan Moss there with the catch on the sideline. So now the situation completely changes for the Magicians after that aggressive play call pays off for them. Going to try to punch this one into the end zone.
Gain of 27 there. They're on the 3-yard line.
So Falcons really going to have to dig deep if they want to not let anything up here. Takes the snap. It's going to be a rollout. It's going to be a play action. He's going. He's got a
And
man
he's
wide
got
open
him.
in the end zone. Touchdown,
Looks like
Magicians.
that's number 14, Sam Thompson, the tight end.
Yeah, good play call there. It was a play action.
He had him wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open in the back of the end zone there. Secured that one easily. So the Magicians do play aggressive with 1:10 left in this game. Drive down the field, leaving the Falcons only 11 seconds remaining in the half. Well executed drive.
Definitely, that's heartbreaking for the Falcons as they look to put up a 0 after their best drive, but we'll see what they can do in the second half. Or maybe they push the envelope, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, down probably 21-0 and 21-7 in just a second here. Oh, I guess not. It looks like that kick was a line drive right at the feet of the Falcons. Still, however, the drive is capped off by the Magicians. 20-7 now. 11 seconds remaining in the first half.
20, Danvers 7. Once again, the Legends Club of Danvers would like to thank their sponsors, Danvers Pizza, Danvers Butchery, and the Cookie Monster. Make sure you make your way down to the snack bar to grab some pizza, popcorn, hot dogs, cups of soup, candy, all kinds of drinks.
And make sure you stick around on the stream for a little bit of the band, if you so choose to, in just 11 seconds now.
Curious what Danvers will do. Will they just make a run play and go into half, or will they be aggressive?
Probably take it in. We'll see what they do here. I don't know if that missed extra point changes anything for them. Probably not. But that definitely heartbreaking drive there. Magicians executed it perfectly. Mix of some big plays, some smart plays running out of bounds. And they cap it off with a touchdown. It's going to be a little bit of a squib kick, forcing the Falcons to pick it up. Going to try to return it the best he can. Albano, 6 seconds after the return.
6 seconds. Albano returned that one there. Not a big gain, but a little bit.
Yeah, he did the best that he could after the squib kick. We'll see if the Falcons need this one and just take it into half.
First and 10 Falcons on their own 35.
Man, it's a keeper from Nate Wise. Looking like they're just going to go ahead and run out the clock.
And that will take us to halftime. 20-7 Magicians as both teams head to their respective locker rooms. When we come back, the Magicians will start off with the ball. Don't go anywhere. We've got the band performance coming up for you. And more football right after in just about 12 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
2024 DHS Falcon Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Jeffrey Daniels. This year's staff include Gavin Nolan, Assistant Director, Music Arranger. Paul Downey, Percussion Director and Arranger. Darren LaPierre, Assistant Percussion Director and Sound Engineer. Leslie Snay, Color Guard Director. Maddie Frito, Guard Staff. Laura Bailey, Woodwind Tech. AJ Burgess, Brass Tech. Joe Nuccio, Music Arranger. And Dylan Bukowski, Drill Designer. The band is led by drum majors Kobe Daw, Alejandro Bordier, and J.J. Murphy, as well as guard captains Kai Gaff and Bridget Forrest. Today, the band will be performing their 2024 show entitled To the Earth, featuring I Feel the Earth Move by Carole King and James Taylor, Shenandoah, a traditional American folk tune, Disco Inferno by the Tramps, and music from How to Train Your Dragon. The band is looking forward to their final performance this weekend at the NESBA Finals in Lawrence on Sunday. They perform at 4:05 at Lawrence High School. If you would like to come and support them in their final performance of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band.
walk upon the holy ground, and those that swim in the sea, and those that fly, all are nourished by your abundance.
and put it together one more time for the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to check your 50-50 raffle tickets. No matter what I call, please hold on to your tickets until we find a winner. Tonight, if you have a red ticket, hold on to your ticket because you might not win. We have a blue ticket winner tonight. That blue ticket is number 5190990. 5190990. If that is your ticket, please bring it up to the booth. Once again, if you have a red ticket or a different blue ticket, hold on to them in case we don't find a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a 50-50 winner this week. So feel free to use the trash barrels and put your tickets on the way out inside of it.
Welcoming you back into the broadcast. I'm Owen Tambor alongside Parker. Coming into the second half here in just about a moment, Magicians holding on to a 20-7 lead. Falcons need to stop coming out of this half.
Definitely. They need to make a quick impact and make it quick. They gave up a good amount of points in the first half. They need to turn it around if they want to continue their dominance from last week. The Falcons will be kicking it off here to the Magicians. After the Magicians started with about 50 seconds left in the first half, went down and get a touchdown, looking to add to that momentum to start the second half. And for Danvers, they're looking to continue to have that solid defense that they had, but it did stall. Now Connor Ackerman with the kick, not too deep, and it is returned by Marblehead. Tackled by Michael Albano. 1st and 10 for the Magicians from the 36-yard line.
Yeah, so a solid return there, decent field position. Falcons need a stop here.
36-yard line.
It's going to become really difficult for them to get back into this game if they allow a touchdown on this drive in this third quarter. And since, the Magicians missed that extra point earlier too, it does give a little bit of momentum for the Falcons if they can get this ball back, feeling good about things. You're going to need a big stop here. First down. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. About a gain of 6. Stays in bound. The clock keeps going. And I believe quarterback switch happened again, possibly. I think it's back to who it was initially. They had Finn Gallup at the second half.
Colt Weiss is back in at quarterback.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was an injury or maybe they're purposely kind of
mixing it up. Maybe some different skill sets. So
yeah,
with
I'm
the
thinking
clock,
that might be a thing. Like lower colleges and sometimes high schools do that. Because I'm honestly not. I don't think he was ever hurt. I think maybe it was just a personnel switch. So Cole back in the game here. He's going to keep it.
Option.
Good run there for the first down and more. now at about the 50-yard line. Falcons going to need to find a way to dig deep.
Enough for a Magician first down. First and 10 on the 48.
Magicians on their 48-yard line, looking to build on the solid first half they had, scoring 3 touchdowns and missing the extra point to end the quarter. Denver needs some strong defense if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get back into the game if they allow a touchdown. A lot of room left on this field, though. Falcons need a big stop. It's going to be a handoff again. It's going to be another solid 4 to 5 yard gain by Yandel Garcia, the running back.
Looks like they're taking off the Danvers formations, running the ball. And
yeah, and it's working. They're getting 5 yard chunks here. If they can keep doing that down the field, they're going to feel solid about things. Chipping away at the clock. They have the lead right now. They have the momentum. Second down and 5 now. Danvers needs a big play here. Maybe get a tackle in the backfield. Force a turnover. They've had 2 turnovers themselves on offense. See if they can maybe get one themselves.
Number 6 in motion there.
It's going to be another quarterback keeper, it looks like. And that's going to be a first down and more.
You know, to start the second half of the Magicians, they've been cruising. Big chunk plays at a time.
Yeah, these run plays are getting them, 5 or more yards almost every play here. That one was 7 yards, in fact. Quarterback keeper read option. Now they're inside of Danvers territory. 9:33 and counting in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in, we've got 138 concurrent viewers right now. For some reason, it says Danvers doesn't have points on the scoreboard. There we go. It's been fixed now.
And yet another handoff. Tripped up in the backfield there, but still gets some positive yardage, but looks like Aiden Perry on that tackle. Garcia got the handoff. And that's all they've done so far in the second half is run the football.
Yeah, and that time, a little bit of a better job, keeping it to at least just a 2 yard gain, letting up a lot of 4 and 5 yard gains on this drive. Second down and 8 now. Look for Danvers defense to get aggressive. They need to force them to maybe get a turnover, get a tackle in the backfield. They need it desperately right now, trailing by 2 possessions.
1 running back in the backfield for Marblehead.
And it looks like that fake hike there from the QB did get Danvers offsides there.
Offsides, Danvers.
Yet another thing stacked against Danvers with the turnovers and the penalties. They're hurting themselves right now.
Yeah, and that was a big one. Big difference between 2nd and 3 and 2nd and 8 there. Nice fake hike call there from the QB to draw Danvers offsides. Now 2nd and 3, they're just going to hand it off. He's going to get a first down. That's Yandel Garcia on the carry.
Gain of 6 and enough for another Magician. First down.
Gain of 6, another solid play there. They're stringing it together here. Danvers has got to make a stop.
Three men out wide, 2 in the backfield. Cold under center. He gets it. It's going to be another handoff to Garcia. This time Danvers was ready for it, holding him to about a 1 or 2 yard gain. Second down.
Solid stop there from Danvers as they try to slow down this high-powered Magicians offense to start the second. They've been very powerful.
Yeah, and there's already been 2 passing touchdowns for the Magicians in this game. One coming out of the half to a tight end. Danvers going to have to dig in deep here. This is the biggest defensive stop in the game for them as this third quarter is flying by. Magicians have held on to this ball the entire third quarter. Second down and 10. Second down and 7, apologies. It's going to be a handoff now. Quarterback keeper, my apologies, Colt up the middle. That time Danvers was ready for it again. Dragged him down.
Minuscule gain, 3rd and 7. Danvers needs to stop here.
Yeah, this is the biggest play of the game. I've said that a lot, but this is really a critical one. 3rd down and 6. We wonder if it's a 4-down territory for the Magicians as well. Even if they don't get this, we wonder if they just decide to go for it as well, really put their foot down on the gas. 3rd down and 6.
If I was Danvers, I'd be leaning towards the run, but they've shown the pass, so you also got to be ready for that as well.
Yeah, and the Magicians have really mixed up their plays well. Colt gets the snap. It's going to be a throw. He's got a man to the outside. Looks like Danvers is ready for it. They've got him.
And they held him.
Yeah, a couple men missed the tackle at first, but they slowed him down just enough to force a 3rd down.
Original stop there by Sam Lindemann, but Danvers swarmed him after he was slowed down.
Yeah, so now 4th down. We'll see what the Magicians decide to do.
And it looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field here.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense for the Magicians. You know, you don't get this. You're still having Danvers start around where they might have already started if they punted the ball away to them on a normal kickoff, for example. So I think this makes sense. Play aggressive with the lead. 4th down and 5. Danvers going to have to make a big stop here. Expect a pass. Colt gets the snap. It's going to be a pass. He's looking for a man. Is it going to be short? It is,
And it looks like he's going to be short. Looks like Colby Medeiros originally came up with the stop.
That's a complete gain of 2, but not enough for the first down.
They got the stop there.
Yeah, that throw, that initial throw when he first had it in his grasp, he might have been closer, but the bobble brought his forward momentum backwards. Danvers swarmed around him, and they get a big turnover on downs there, getting the ball back now.
Nate Wise in the offense. They have to take a good drive here. They need points. They can't go another drive without getting points.
Yeah, they had that one good drive in the 2nd quarter, but then the Magicians bounced back easily, scoring going into the 2nd half. It's going to be a handoff to Shanbar. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 up the middle.
They carry gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Second and 6 coming up. Head coach Ryan Nolan knows this is an important game. As you told me, Parker, Falcons probably already in a playoff spot. A lot of teams make it. However, if they win this one, they may have a home game. Shanbar with a toss to the outside. He's got room.
Good gain there from Shanbar. We've seen that play hundreds of times this season.
Yeah, they do run a pretty simple but effective playbook. I think it's going to be a 3rd down, though. We'll see. Couldn't quite tell. Yeah, 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3.
In a dangerous spot in the field as well. If they don't get this, they may feel like they're forced to punt it back.
It's a tough
3rd and
position,
3.
but hopefully they need this first.
Yeah, they do need this 1st down, get some momentum on the offensive side of the ball. Nate Wise right under center. Shanbar gets it. He's going to have to drive his knee forward.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I think they're going to give it to him.
And they gave him the 1st down.
Yeah, lucky, a little bit of a graceful spot from the referee. Must have just got that ball past the marker. The drive continues.
Kind of depends on the ref on that one, maybe.
Yeah, that one was really, really close. They gave him the benefit of the doubt, it looked like. This drive continuing. The chains will move forward.
I'd be curious to see if Danvers would implement some passes in their offense, but it looks very run-heavy.
This time Albano to the outside, jet sweep. He jukes him in, he keeps going. He might be close to a 1st down as well. That was similar to the play he scored their lone touchdown on in this game.
That's his key play so far. He's been the only one that's ran that jet sweep, and it's worked pretty effectively.
Yeah, and you know, after that Shanbar fumble, they're not punishing him necessarily, but realizing they have to mix it up. They can't just give Shanbar the ball every time. And Albano's been a big part of this game, getting a really just second most carries and receiving looks from Nate Wise right behind Shanbar. It's been a big part of this offense.
This has got to be the biggest split we've seen. It's mainly been Shanbar, but they got the dual threat working tonight.
This time Nate Wise with the keeper. Solid carry there, right around the 50-yard line now, right around the Falcons logo.
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4, another 2nd down and manageable. They've had a couple of these, but they haven't really been able to capitalize, so let's see if they can capitalize.
And really it's about ball security as well right now. We've talked about those 2 turnovers earlier, that fumble I just recently mentioned. They're going to want to hold on to this ball here, have a nice, safe drive down the field, get points on the board.
The clock is definitely not on their side, but it's switchable. They could make a run
Yeah,
and
and
make
that
this
missed
thing
extra
close.
point, too, could really come back to bite the Magicians. 2nd and 4. Nate Wise right under center. He kind of bumps into a guy, maybe a botched play there. He didn't get rid of it.
Miscommunication there, bumped into his lineman.
And we'll see now for real if Danvers is going to decide to throw the ball after a loss. Now 3rd and 7.
They're in that position, though. You could go for it.
Third down,
I mean, they're in a little bit of no man's land because a punt doesn't really get them much, and definitely not a field goal.
Exactly, yeah. I think really being down by 2 possessions late in this 3rd quarter, I think it's 4th down territory regardless. It really is 4th down territory
For the rest of the
at
game,
most
really.
parts of the game for high school teams. And I think especially being down in this game, it makes the most sense. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Looks like Wise is alone in the backfield.
Albano in motion. He's going to get it. It's going to be a jet sweep. Can he get the blocks he needs? No.
And
Good play from the Magicians. Cornerbacks right there. Dove right down and got him on the shoestrings. 4th down.
looks like he might have had an opening there, but Magicians closed it up nicely and got the tackle.
Yeah, they read it nicely there. They waited and bided their time. Waited for Albano to come right up into them, and they tackled him right at the shoestrings. 4th down and 6, and no gain right there.
Looks like they're out in the punt formation, so it looks like Danvers will punt it away.
Yeah, they're going to try to pin him deep here. Get a nice punt off. Here it comes. Oh, it's going to be a fake. He's got a man. Nice fake punt there. Oh, no, there's a flag on the play. This might be coming back. We'll see. We'll see. Dan, that is devastating if that comes back. That was a really nice fake. He had a man wide open. Looks like it's coming back. Got a Magicians player calling his guys back. We'll see what the call is. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Tough break there for the Falcons. That was a great play.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. Got more than they needed on that, but I think it's coming back. See what the referees confer.
And yet again, these Falcon penalties and miscues have really hurt them this game. An ineligible man downfield takes that big play away from the Falcons.
Yeah, and that's devastating there. They had a really nice fake play there. Nate Wise had a man open. And I'm surprised Magicians didn't notice it was Nate Wise doing the punting, fake punting. Unfortunately, there was a man who wasn't supposed to be down the field, probably a lineman.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure normally it's Shamar that lined up to do the punting, so
Yes.
I didn't know what they expected when Nate Wise was back as the punter.
Exactly, yeah. Because he had a guy really wide open. Unfortunately, it's coming back. We'll see if the Falcons maybe just decide to go for it this time.
Fourth down and 11.
Coming around the 4th and 11.
Yeah, so this time I think it's a lot different situation than a 4th and 6. We'll see what Ryan Nolan decides. He's still not happy with the referee's decision on the ineligible man downfield. Saw something we didn't. Maybe thinks that there wasn't anyone downfield who shouldn't have been.
With 52 seconds left in this third quarter, we're running out of time here.
Yeah, the Falcons are running out of time. Still conversations happening with the referee and the Danvers sideline. Not quite sure what they're talking about right now. No flag. They're picking it
And
up.
the flag has been taken away.
Now the Magicians coach is not happy. Understandably,
I wonder what Ryan Nolan was arguing
Yeah.
there, but he convinced them. Falcons first down. Let's go.
obviously they're allowed to pick up the flag. It's just, of course, you're going to upset one coach one way or the other.
That was a gain of 22 on the play.
Gain of 22. Falcons are back in it here, Owen.
First down.
Yeah, I guess the referees, were convinced otherwise. So now Falcons feeling confident now after that play
That could
does
be the,
count.
That could be the swing of momentum they need. Fire up the team a little bit. Let's go.
And it really stinks that we can't have the refs mic'd up or we don't hear them through the stadium because it's hard to tell what they're talking about. You don't know. They don't tell you who was ineligible and you can't really tell. So regardless, Falcons continue the drive now deep into Magician territory. Going to be a keeper from Shandbar. He's going
Shandbar.
to the outside.
Sandbar.
One man to beat, however, he doesn't get past him, but still a big gain there. Shandbar with a nice run. Beautiful.
2 plays succession. We're going positive here, Owen. I think we got a good finish.
Yeah, I think we do get a good finish. There's been some interesting moments from the officiating crew, kind of some scary calls, some calls that have upset both coaches, but nonetheless, we have an exciting game right now as this third quarter is winding down. Falcons going to try to punch this one in. It's going to be a handoff to Albano. He doesn't have a ton. He's just trying to bide his way forward, maybe for 1 yard.
And that looks like we should run down to the end of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, definitely do not go anywhere, especially with the Falcons threatening to score and with that missed extra point. That's the end of the third quarter, folks, along with Parker. 20-7 Marblehead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in probably just a minute. We got short breaks here. So coming out of the third quarter, like I said, those breaks in between the first quarter and the third quarter are short here in high school football. No commercials. Coming right back at you. 1 quarter of football remaining in the regular season for the Falcons. Trying to get that home field advantage in the playoffs for the Division 5 MIA playoffs, where they succeeded last year, making it pretty far. They got to finish out this game, though. It's going to be a handoff to Shandbar. He's following his blockers. It's going to bring up a third down right around the 10-yard line.
Looks to be about a third down and 4 from third and 5 from the 9. Danvers has got to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to even want to kick a field goal. They want a touchdown.
It almost does you no good at this point, Owen. You got to go for touchdowns.
Yeah, cutting it to 10 points, especially when both teams' drives have lasted for such a long period of time when they've had the ball. It makes so much sense to just finish off this drive, especially when you had that fake punt. He had it called back, then they conferred, it counted. They got to finish this one out. Huge third down and 5 in this football game. Nate Wyatt is alone in the backfield.
It looks like a timeout.
Timeout Falcons.
Timeout Falcons as Ryan Nolan was running down the sideline there to get that tied out.
I just thought of a word.
So timeout for the Falcons, sitting at 160 viewers on YouTube right now, 514 total throughout the night. Hope you're enjoying this football game right now as Falcons threatening to cut this to a one-possession game.
Third and 5 from the 10. Danvers has got to get this ball in here.
Yeah, and I think that really their playbook is wide open because as we've been talking about, it's going to be a four-down territory for the Falcons. They just want to cut, at least they want a first down, obviously. Anyone can tell you that, but if they're going to get it to a 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, they're going to be satisfied with that as well. They have 2 plays here to get this first down in all reality. So coming out of the timeout, big third down, Nate Wise under center in the backfield.
He's alone in the backfield, so I'd be expecting a pass here.
Shandbar goes in motion to the outside. It's going to be a throw. going to be Albano. He's going. He gets cut down. Let's see what the play is called.
He's brought down right near the flag.
Looks
See
like
if they give him the first.
looks like he's just about at the four. First down, Falcons.
Yeah, and he got drilled there. He got hit low right around the legs. We hope he's okay. We'll be right back with you. So we've had a lot of these players down, and they're getting back up on their own feet, which is good. Albano there got the first down, got hit pretty low, pretty hard. A little bit of a hit stick. He's getting off the field under his own power. Made a big play for the team there, though. Gets that first down.
Gain of 5 for the Falcons.
First and goal off the 5.
Just under 10 minutes. Falcons got to get or just under 11 minutes, sorry. Falcons crowd getting into it. Nate Wise under center.
Going to be a handoff to Shanbar. Looks like that one's going nowhere.
No room really there for Shambar.
Yeah, and the field really shrinks right here. It's going to be tough to get those runs up the middle. Magician's expecting it. 1 yard gain there, 2nd and 4.
If I was Nate Wise and Ryan Nolan, I'd experiment with that play that they did to Albano, because that seemed to work, and he had green grass in front of him. So.
Yeah, and even the play before was similar to a jet sweep when Albano got that first down. It was just a little slant throw to the outside. 2nd and 4 now. Nate Wise pitches it to Shanbar. Shanbar's trying to get to the outside. We got a flag. He didn't get a lot there, but we'll see if there's a holding call on the O-line.
Flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like this one's coming back on a hold. We'll look at the referee's hand motions in just a moment. Yeah, I was correct. Going to be holding.
Holding Falcons.
They didn't get in the end zone there, but that's going to pull them back even further, unfortunately.
Yet again, the penalties hurting the Falcons here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of penalties for the Falcons, which have really hurt them throughout this game. Even when they had that fake punt, it almost looked like it was going to hurt them. Referees conferred and gave them that conversion on it previously.
Second and goal.
So now 2nd and 14.
From the 14-yard line.
Yeah, it is still nice, though. At least it's still a 2nd down. It's not a 3rd down.
Maybe that expands the playbook a little bit from the 14 instead of the 5.
Yeah, it does open up the field a little bit, especially when it shrinks so much on the goal line. Nate Wise right underneath his center. Man in motion. Going to be a double pitch. See if they can get blocking. He's got room. He's going. And he's dragged down, but a solid run there.
Looked like Borhardt on that carry there.
Yeah, he's had a lot of carries in previous games. Not as involved in this one, but right there gets them back into a more manageable situation. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. They find themselves in the 3rd down again.
3rd goal from the 7.
See what they do here.
Third down now. Nate Wise alone in the backfield, giving instructions to his receivers. One man in motion. He takes it. He's looking to the end zone. That one's picked. That one's picked. The receiver ran the wrong route, maybe. Picked off.
And a big return there from the Magicians. A mishap by the Falcons.
Yeah, it looks like the receiver maybe ran the wrong route or something. Nate Wise threw that one directly to the defender, and it's picked off. Magicians taking over now.
Picked up by number 20, Cameron Quigley. Tough break there for the Falcons. That could be tough to come back from.
Yeah, that one is not what they were looking for. Threw it right to the defender. He got his hands wrapped around the ball nicely. played it as a receiver and ran that one back out.
We've seen the Magicians string together some long drives, so that's definitely not what the Falcons needed there.
So now the Magicians taking over, feeling confident. They're going to throw a little slant screen to the outside. He's got room. Taken out of bounds. Little scuffle here on the sideline.
Looked like Shambar was in that scuffle a little bit.
Yes, Shambar playing every position in this game. He's had a couple big tackles, big runs.
First down and 10.
Maybe
Now
a little
this
bit.
is really the Falcons' last chance to get the ball back.
Maybe a little bit of anger built up between the two teams.
Yeah, it's been a lot of penalties in this game. 8:22 now. Falcons need to get this ball back as quickly as they can. It's going to be a handoff. That's a good
And
start.
Good stop by the Falcons going right to that ball.
Yeah, and that's been their main running back there. Yandel Garcia has had a lot of carries in this game.
And it looks like Nick Xeris is down again.
Second and 9.
Oh, he's back up.
Yeah, maybe just a slight cramp there. Back up on his feet. 2nd and 9. Oh, Shanbar's down 2 in the distance. See that now.
Looks like Shambar is now up and walking off.
Now Shambar should be back out there. Couple plays, rest here. As the referees call the clock to continue. 2nd and 9 now. Falcons need this ball back. They can't let any more first downs be allowed. Magicians with 4 receivers out wide. 1 man in motion. It's going to be a little bit of a pitch. Nice play there.
Looked like Matt Nikiforov on the original tackle there.
Monaco takes down number 87, Michael Burke.
Oh, Michael Burke, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed at the snack bar, if you want a whole pizza, they're knocking the price down to $15 for the whole pie. 4th quarter special.
So 3rd and 8 now. After the Falcons got in the backfield on that tackle, brought a man down, just avoided a horse collar tackle there. 3rd and 8. Last chance really for the Falcons, considering the time. Got to get this ball back. This snap's low. It's picked up, however. Falcons going to make the stop, though.
And it looks like they did not get it. Little trouble with the snap there. Benefit for the Falcons.
Yeah, Yandel Garcia
4th
did
and-
pick up the botch snap. But
4th and
down.
8.
So Falcons going to be given another opportunity, but they're going to have to, they're not going to be able to run their typical style of offense when they get this ball back. They're going to have to really probably air the ball out a little more and make it go quickly.
6 minutes, and they need 2 touchdowns. They got to move quickly.
Yeah, they can't afford to do a lot of run plays in the way they typically run their offense. It looks like, are they going for this? They are. Marblehead playing aggressive. Got a flag now, we'll see.
Flag on field.
Looks like it's against Marblehead. They're backing them up here.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to get Danvers off sides. I'd be really surprised if they went for it now.
A legal procedure. I don't think I've ever heard that one before.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring on the punt team. As the clock continues to run now.
Falcons should get some pretty decent field position out of this punt.
Yeah, and we'll see. They got a man going back to return this, of course. So we'll see if he can get a decent return. Here comes the punt. That's a pretty solid punt, all things considered. That's a beautiful punt.
Colby Madeiros back deep on the punt, but nothing he can do there. Good punt from the Magicians.
Yeah, that was nice there. It got that ball pretty deep around the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons are going to really have to run a hurry-up style of offense. Not a lot of time in the game considering their play style.
5 minutes, 45 seconds left to get 2 touchdowns. It's going to be tough, but I believe.
And it's been a competitive game, all things considered, when you take into account both teams' record. Danvers not with a terrible record, but Magicians sitting at 6-2. Danvers has kept this one competitive, still a chance. Big drive coming up.
As we expected, Nate Wise in pass formation here with only 5 minutes left. And a whistle. It looks like a timeout for the Falcons. They have 1 remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you haven't had dinner yet, for $15, you can go up and get a whole pizza at the snack bar. They also have Cookie Monster cookies, hot dogs, hot chocolate, popcorn. They would like to thank their sponsors of Danvers Pizza, Danvers Butchery, and of course, the Cookie Monster.
Timeout ending right now. Falcons taking the field now after that punt. Beautiful punt, really, from the Magicians, pinning them decently deep around their 20-yard line. Falcons going to need to have a big drive here, sling together some passes. Nate Wise alone in the backfield. Nate Wise rolling out to the side. He's looking. He doesn't really have anything. He's going to take a sack. That's the last thing the Falcons needed.
That is definitely not what the Falcons needed there. They need to move quickly. That only does the opposite.
Yeah, and you can't really blame Nate Wise there, especially after throwing the pick. You know, he's concerned about forcing it downfield, but unfortunately...
But at this point, I feel like you kind of got to force it down the field. You're running out of time. You need 2 scores. You got to find an opening window, even if it's not really open.
Yeah, even if it's a one-on-one and you give your guy a chance to go up for the ball.
Maybe get a PI. There's many things that can happen.
They're going to have to sling it. Once again, Nate Wise alone in the backfield. 3 receivers out wide. Nate Wise looking. He's going to have to run it. He's going to get sacked again.
Looks like another sack. Tough break for the Falcons, but he's got to make a quicker decision and find somewhere to go with the ball. You can't win when it's in the quarterback's hands. You got to give him a chance. Yeah, they got to really throw the ball here and just take some risks. No point of playing conservative as this clock continues to tick down 2 possessions. 3rd and 20. We need something to happen here. Yeah, and it's 4-down territory, obviously, so they're going to want to get a big play out of this, at least 10-plus yards. If they don't convert, this game's most likely over. Oh, yeah. If they don't convert here, at least to a 1st down out of the 3rd down or out of a 4th down, the game is over. See if they can get someone out alone on an island against a corner. Maybe cause some confusion, find some seam down the field. Nate Wise under center. It's going to be similar formation. He's looking. He's going deep. He's got a man. That's going to make it manageable. Nice throw from Nate Wise. Complete to number 5, Jack Houston, it looks like. Yeah, Jack Houston there. He found a little bit of a seam through the middle of the field. Held on the ball nicely. This makes it a manageable 4th down to keep this game alive. Gain of 17, 4th and 4. Big play there from the Falcons. They had to have really nice play. Really nice play from Nate Wise to find someone. So this is the game right here for the Falcons to give themselves somewhat of a chance. Nate Wise, they're actually handing it off. And it does not look like he got it. Oh, he did get it. Yeah, I didn't think he got it first either. He just reached his arm forward. Now the Falcons going to have to keep hurrying this one up. They have to get this ball down the field quickly. Just at about 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, they got to speed this up. Yeah, no 2-minute warning either like there is in the NFL and now college newly this year. So they're going to have to hurry. Nate Wise once again alone in the backfield. 4 men out wide. He's going to roll out. He's going to look for a man deep. He slings it down the field. He's got a man. No, he drops it. He had Albano there, it looked like, but maybe not enough juice, maybe a little bit of everything there. Yeah, Albano, at this point in the game, he really wished he came down with that one.
2nd down and 10.
Second down and 10 with about just under 3 minutes to go. Danvers needs to convert quickly.
Yeah, really, honestly, a solid play call there. Albano did have some separation, just couldn't hold on to it.
They got the matchup they wanted, they just weren't able to convert.
Yeah, gonna be throwing it every time now. Once again, many receivers out wide. Similar formation we've seen all drive. Nate Wise drops back in the pocket. He throws it. That one's picked off by the Magicians. Magicians going to try to return this one. And that will do it. Nate Wise throws another pick in this one. That's going to wrap up the game.
Pushed out of bounds by Matt Nicofor, but that doesn't really matter. Falcons lose a tough one.
Yeah, they had opportunities in this one. Unfortunately, Nate Wise made the wrong read there. Picked off by the Magicians, and that's going to wrap it up there.
Tough way to end the season for the Falcons. They had some highs, they had some lows, but hopefully we can lock up the playoff spot and make a push.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to have a home game to call, it doesn't look like, unless the MIA works there some sort of magical bracket, but it looks like they're going to have to start off on the road.
Hopefully, and hopefully they keep winning and we get to call another game together, Owen.
Yeah, I would hope so. Yeah, last year I called that first game against Blackstone Valley Tech, I believe, and Danvers was up 20-0 in that one. Then they almost blew it. It was 20-19, and Blackstone Valley Tech missed a 19-yard field goal to win. And then after that, ripped off a win against Dedham, and then unfortunately lost neutral site to make it to one game before Gillette against Hanover by 3 points. So they still could have a miracle run with them if they get a playoff, spot on the road here. Tough loss here at home as this game winds down. 2 minutes now. Magicians still going to run it.
As they're just going to run out the clock here.
It's going to be a flag. We'll see what it is.
Yet another flag. Holding on the Magicians there.
Third and 9 as we wrap up this game here. Still a competitive game for the Falcons. Just too many mistakes, too many turnovers, 4 in total. Two fumbles, 2 picks.
It looks rougher than it is on the scoreboard, but they gotta, if they want to make a run in this playoffs, they gotta get rid of that turnover ratio and maybe start throwing the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to start throwing the ball a little more. They really only started throwing it when they had to, and that obviously makes it easier for the defense to read it. Magicians throwing it. They got a man wide open. And that's going to rub some salt in the wound.
And that's a touchdown. Looks like by number 14.
Or number 6, Ryan Golden.
Oh.
No, you're good. Don't worry. Ryan Golden was wide open, running a little vertical seam route right up the middle. That's going to run up the score.
That is not what you expect. They're trying to pad their stats. They can get a better seed in this playoffs.
Yeah, smart play there on the third down from the Magicians. Now this one looks a lot worse.
Tough break there.
However, they will do the right thing and kick the extra point, not go for 2.
They don't want to make up from that missed extra point earlier in the game.
No, I don't think so. That might cause some issues.
There we go. Knocked through.
The extra point is good.
27-7.
52 left in the game. We have a score of Marblehead 27.
Let's get some good momentum going in the playoffs here.
Yeah, and these were really good quarterback play from the Magicians, from both quarterbacks who were kind of swapping in and out of the game consistently. They made a lot of good throws into the end zone and to the sideline, driving on multiple drives. So really good game for the Magicians in all honesty.
They played really solid today.
Yeah, they did. They had a decent offense, forced a ton of turnovers, multiple fumbles, 2 picks late in this game. And they're going to have a ton of momentum. I think they're going to be 7-2 now after this game.
7-2 going into the playoffs.
They should have a
looking
decently
solid.
high seed, and they're into the Division 4, just one above Danvers. So they should be probably maybe a 2 or 3, maybe 4 seed.
I think when I looked, they
Yeah.
were second in the division when I
Yeah,
looked.
it's hard to predict what the MIA will do with teams.
Depends on all the
Yeah.
points and all that.
Yeah, because
other
they
stuff.
really do take in to account strength of schedule. Not saying more than they should, but they definitely do take it into account. So it's definitely tough to tell where teams will end up. Ball keeps falling off the tee. It is a windy night.
In a muffed return there, but they'll still get something out of it.
Albano on the return. About to start first and 10. On their own 20.
However, still a great night all around for the players, especially the seniors on senior night.
Rough way to go up, but hopefully they can make their impact on the playoffs.
Yeah, last year they definitely made a big impact. They're going to be going into the playoffs with a lot worse of a record, but anything can happen. Nate Wise going to be allowed to throw it here at the end. We got a flag once again
Flag on
out of the
flag.
reach of Shanbar.
Looking for Shambar there.
Shanbar complete.
Yeah, it's definitely the most penalties I've seen in a game here at home this year.
And we've definitely seen the penalties come back to bite them.
Legal man downfield. Decline. Second and 10.
And these are where these games, really start to drag out here. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining in the game.
You ever see that crazy formation some random guy had that everybody on the field was eligible except the field center? Some weird space them out and found a loophole. Yeah, it was like a bunch of years ago, but nobody would use it. It's like that stupid.
Nate Wise throwing once again. This one's incomplete to Albano, the intended man.
Quarterback from center stage. Pass is incomplete. Third and 10.
And we still have 144 viewers, probably Marblehead fans, I would think, at this point.
Not really much to watch with only a minute and 33 seconds left for the Falcons.
Nate Wise rolling out. Almost another
Almost
pick.
a third pick. Tipped off the hands of number 19, Julius Gallant.
Yeah, so now Denver's going to punt this one away. Marblehead will kneel it.
You never know what they'll do, Owen.
Yeah, maybe they'll go for it. You would think either way Marblehead would just kneel this one and wrap it up. Get out of here with their win and head into the playoffs feeling good about themselves.
Really solid game here for Marblehead. Limited turnovers, limited penalties. They play a solid game.
Yeah, they have played a really good all-around game, closing it out nicely for their regular season.
It looks like they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, might as well. Marblehead's going to kneel it regardless of what you do. One would think. Going deep is Nate Wise, and it's picked again.
And the third pick of the game.
And this one's getting out of control now. It's going to be a pick six, I think. It is.
Intended for Shambar. He was in double coverage. There was nothing he could really do. Third pick of the game for Wise. Tough game.
Yeah, really tough game for Nate Wise here. That's going to be a pick six. Now you can officially say it's a blowout. Unfortunately, it wasn't always one, but right now it's becoming one.
They played solid up until the last 2 minutes where they've really fallen apart mentally and physically. They're probably tired.
Yeah. And this is where the game really drags out. Extra point is good.
Is good. Good
34
14. We have
to
a
7.
Marblehead 34.
Danvers back
Denver
out.
7.
They should just run the ball, get this game over with.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially, you threw that pick there trying to get something going, and just for momentum's sake, doesn't work out. Probably best to just
Maybe.
take this one out of here. And the ball's falling off the tee again.
Yet again, it's been a windy night here in the booth. We've experienced that with some papers flying everywhere.
Yeah, that's a common occurrence up here. And we hope, let me just double check real quick. Looks like the football brackets should come out. I'm going to check right now for you. Football brackets come out Sunday, November 3rd at 1 p.m. So right around that time, you can check where Danvers will be playing on the road. It's pretty much a guarantee. And DCAT, we won't cover the game, but we'll try to at least find, and see if another access station of the team they're playing is covering it or something like that. We can try to find that for you. But yeah, just keep an eye out for the MIAA bracket release for football Sunday, November 3rd at 1 p.m. You can find every Division 1 through 8. Danvers is in Division 5, Marblehead's in Division 4, St. John's Prep Division 1, obviously, and for also a team in Danvers. So you can check it out at 1 p.m. that day for all your team's needs.
You've got a couple options, a couple playoff football. You either want Division 1, Division 5.
Yeah. Or if you're, feeling like looking at a middle of nowhere type team, you can check all the way Division 8.
I don't even know anybody in that division.
Yeah, it's still good football. It's just a lot of small towns. Really small towns. We're just going to run it here. Just take this one to the end. I think that makes the most sense. So as we wrap up this game here under a minute.
One more snap should go ahead and do it.
Yeah, tough game for the Falcons.
Second down 7.
Still had a good time in the booth, though, despite the result for the Falcons.
We had a rough start to the broadcast, but we made up for it.
Yeah, we did. It was a lot of running back and forth. Had to switch laptops out. Now, wrapping up this game here. It's going to be the final 34-7.
Yeah, there's one last play here, and that should run down the clock. Oh, and it's been fun.
It has been a good time. And make sure we'll also be trying to cover boys soccer playoff game. That will be on this Sunday. Trying to try to get that one out for you guys. Girls soccer, we'll also have a home game too. That date hasn't been released yet. So a lot of good Falcon sports in the playoffs right now. Volleyball, we'll see if they won as well. And that's the final, 34-7 Magicians against the Falcons. Playoffs are coming up next for football. Tune in Sunday, November 3rd for the bracket drop. Parker, it was a great time in the booth.
It's been a great Owen. I look forward to maybe getting a magical run to the playoffs and covering